Hi everyone, welcome to the Happy Chef Cooking Show with myself, Lorri Lockyer, and
Prouty.
We are so excited to bring some fall meals with essential oils. And we are in Lachelle's kitchen in Soquel, California. And it is a beautiful sunny day in October, which is our lovely time of the year.
And you can hear our lovely birds singing.
Yes, if you hear birds in the background, that is why. We hired them. Okay, well, let's get going. And I'm going to share my screen. Bring up our fun presentation. There we go. Okay.
You are recording?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to start off with anti-inflammatory Thai pumpkin soup. And we got this recipe online from a gal, a naturopath in New Zealand, Lauren. So we wanted to give a shout out to Lauren, and I have her website on there. So if you want to check out more of her wonderful recipes, definitely take note of that. But of course, being a nutritionist, she gave us all the information and the nutritional facts, but pumpkin soup is one of my favorites to make. And it's also one that it tastes better over time. So once you do make it up, if you're able to put it in a crock pot, you can definitely, put it in the fridge and heat it up again. All of the spices and everything, they get better with time. So I'm going to let Lachelle talk about this because she did a great job making it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So, instead of adding like coriander seeds that it calls for, or fresh ginger or fresh turmeric, I use essential oils. So that made it fun for me because it was less work. And it really does taste good. I can show you what it looks like.
And you have to really tip it.
Yeah.
It may be hard to see.
Yeah, but
it is super yummy. And what, you just pretty much threw all the ingredients in there?
Well, I had the shallots and did that in the coconut oil, and then I slowly added the different ingredients, and I used, instead of baking a pumpkin, I used organic canned pumpkin,
Puree.
Puree, and it was perfect. So it was like a can and a half of that.
Yeah, so there's lots of canned pumpkin. I recommend getting organic pumpkin if you can.
Mm-hmm.
We want to keep those toxins out of our body. So anything that you can buy organic is really going to help your body. So yeah, this is a super one to put together. And especially, our weather hasn't really changed to the point where, it hasn't been getting cold, but it will at some point in time. But this is a time where we have lots of pumpkin, and this is a great soup to make. And also it has lots of anti-inflammatory properties with the essential oils and the different, spices. And do you want to talk about, since you're the nutritionist, talking about the nutritional facts? Because when we look at those, it has 21 grams of fat. So if that is scary for some people, I want you to explain why that is so yummy.
It is. It's good because of the fats are basically coming from the coconut oil that you use, which is a saturated fat, but it's good for us. It's a good saturated fat. And so, that's where most of the fat is coming from.
Yeah, so good energy. This is good energy dense,
Yes.
And
it does have how many grams of protein?
It has 11.
Yeah. So this is a really nutrient dense soup that is, you can have it as a standalone for, a meal, or you can have it as a side, but it is nutrient dense. So that's good.
Yeah, so it'll fill you up, and it's something you can make ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator, and then really easy to heat up and get super yummy, nutritious, anti-inflammatory nutrients from.
Yes. When I saw the title, I was like, wow, anti-inflammatory Thai pumpkin soup. That's a really long name, but it's really yummy. So
It's super
worth
yummy.
it.
Yes, definitely. Okay, let's go to our next one. So the next two recipes come from this book by Cassie Hansen called Cooking with Essential Oils and Kids. So she has a couple cooking books out with essential oils. And this one is a super fun book. One thing that I love about this book is the font is really big. So if you are someone who has to put on glasses to, read small font, you shouldn't with this book. It makes it really, it's fun. And there's a lot of, fun recipes that definitely kids can cook with and do, but there's a lot of great recipes and everyone has essential oils and she'll give you a range, sometimes a choice of different essential oils depending on, what you're in the mood for and what you feel like making. So the first one we're going to make are zucchini fritters because it is zucchini season.
Yes.
And Michelle has a zucchini plant, so she had lots. I thought this would be a great recipe to do. So we're gonna jump right into this one, and we're gonna make this one on
the fly.
Yeah. So we measured everything out ahead of time, and we're just gonna go ahead and toss everything in. So let's go ahead and put the zucchini. So Michelle already rinsed the zucchini with some salt water. So she grated it and rinsed it. And then we're adding flour, so a 1/4 cup. And we're using gluten-free
Bob's Red Hill.
Yeah, so Bob's Red Hill.
This is the flour that we're using.
And then let me have you go ahead and get the stove started. And then a 1/4 cup of Parmesan and 2 cloves that are minced. And one thing, if you guys don't know, there's a great, if you're not into all that chopping, you can actually buy minced, garlic. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said cloves.
Cloves of garlic.
Cloves of garlic, that's right. So you can buy chopped garlic and it says a 1/2 teaspoon per clove. So we used 1 teaspoon to get 2 cloves. So just makes it easy. And then we're gonna add some salt and we're gonna use some pink Himalayan salt from Trader Joe's. So it says approximately teaspoons. So just put some salt in there. It's just yummy. And a beaten egg. So we beat up our egg ahead of time. Do that. And easy, we just mix it all up in a bowl. We have our singing birdie back.
They like it, don't they?
Yes.
Yummy.
It does. And just so easy to do. Now, how did you grade your zucchini?
I just washed it, cut off the ends and just used a grater.
Just a grater, easy,
Yep.
easy as can be. So,
Yeah.
okay. So once that gets hot,
Yes. So this is my little grater.
yay! There you go. Okay, so once that gets a little bit warmer, we'll do that. And then I want to just kind of flash ahead here and show you some of the other really fun recipes that you can do this time of the year. So Onguard Popcorn. And so this one you can either, air pop your own, you can microwave it. So once you have the popcorn done, then you're gonna melt the coconut oil, stir in the maple syrup and the essential oils, and then you'll just pour that over the popcorn, and then you can sprinkle with some cinnamon and some salt. So super yummy. And again, Onguard is really great at supporting our immune system. So this time of the year, we want to avoid sugar, which is kind of hard because people tend to eat a lot of candy, but sugar turns our immune system off. There's a reason why flu season is in this time of year, because most of the people are turning their immune system off with sugar, and sometimes lots of alcohol.
Yeah. And we also have, I made some Onguard apples, which you can just slice, or I have an apple slicer. Super easy, just put some Onguard into the water and let it soak.
2 drops.
Yep, 2 or 3 drops.
2 or 3 drops, mix it in, and then, and then they just, sit in there. And within 5 minutes, they're ready to eat. And again, really yummy. And we're taking that Onguard internally. And these again this is Doterra's Onguard. They're the only oils that I recommend to take internally. But really good again at just supporting our body. And that's what we want to do. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it again. Now, I'm gonna just set this over here. Almost lost it. I don't know if I'm out of camera range. That's okay. Cool. Like that.
Turn it a little bit.
Down. So about 2 minutes on each side. So we just want them to get a little brown, kind of like making a grilled cheese sandwich. Want to get a little brown on the bottom. So we'll get that about 2 minutes, and then we'll flip them. Another fun recipe this time of year are pumpkin seeds. We're going to be cutting our pumpkins, getting ready for Halloween. Yes, I know. We always love just having artwork with pumpkin on Halloween night. Unfortunately, we don't get any kids that come around that we can give them healthy treats. But I don't think we'll have any this time of year.
This year, no.
This year it's kind of out of it. But we're still gonna cut our pumpkin. We're gonna get the pumpkin seeds. And Cassia essential oil is a wonderful oil to use on before you cook your pumpkin seeds. So take note of this recipe and try some Cassia. You could also use cinnamon bark. That's another good essential oil, but Cassia is like a sweet cinnamon. So it just tastes, it tastes yummy.
One of the things that you had mentioned before is you don't have to necessarily get all of the mushy stuff off of the pumpkin seeds. It makes it actually, cook better.
Yeah, they're kind of crunchy. I like them. So I don't clean my pumpkin seeds. I leave them all, kind of intact. Yeah. And I'll just, it does say to, soak the seeds in cassia oil and water and salt. And you can do that overnight, but you can do it with all, everything on it, just all the gunk together. And I usually can't wait until overnight because I want to eat my seeds that night. So as soon as we pull them out, I'm soaking them in the cassia and the oil, and then sticking them in the oven. So, okay, let's see how these are looking. Wow. Ooh. They're definitely brown on the bottom. That's good.
It is the first time we're making this recipe, so
yeah. So maybe we should have
drained them a little
drained them a little bit more. They're tending to be a little mushy, but that's okay. I think what we're gonna do is try adding some more flour to them.
Yeah.
So let me do that and see if I can get them to be more like a pancake.
Yeah.
That's really what we want.
But just to keep in mind that cooking is an experiment.
It is. It's chemistry.
Even if you have a recipe, it's fun to, it's just an experiment. So, we add essential oils and we
actually forgot the essential oils. Thank you. That's the whole reason. So we're gonna add basil. See, this was good. We came back. I saw them sitting here. And rosemary.
So yeah, she's adding basil and rosemary and a little bit more of the gluten-free flour.
Yeah, because I really want it to be,
More like a pancake
yeah, more of a pancake type
texture, yeah.
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get a plate. We'll take these ones out because they're. We may have to turn the heat down.
Yeah.
Okay. Round 2, olive oil. You could also use ghee.
Yes. This is teamwork in the kitchen.
Yes. Okay. So let's try this again. I'll try making them smaller. You could actually set a tablespoon if you're gonna make them kind of big. Let's get a little fritter.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay. I don't know if we can bring our, let's see if we can bring our camera down. So that's what they're looking like. Yes, so let's see, did I have anything else? So while they're cooking, let's talk about broccoli cheddar soup. This is another one from Casey's book. And this one I'm actually going to be making tonight, but I was just super excited and wanted to share with you because it's an easy one. I mean, again, so you're just chopping up some onion, butter is easy to melt, whether you have almond flour or flour of your choice. And then the same thing with milk. I use almond milk. So, but if you use cow's milk, you can do that. And then you can use either chicken stock or bone broth.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to add some more protein to it, you can use bone broth. And again, that's another easy way. If you're vegetarian, use vegetable broth. So, you know, any of those options are great. And then you can use the regular broccoli, or you can get the, I call it baby broccoli, the other type, you know, to chop up. And again, try and go for organic broccoli as much as possible. And then cutting up carrots. You can cut them up. It says matchstick cut carrots. I'm just, as you can see from this picture, I'm just going to grade my carrots.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to get them on the grater and do that. And then, you know, one stalk of celery, just really thinly, you know, sliced. And then, you know, sharp cheddar cheese is my favorite. Yes. You know, mild just doesn't cut it for me. It's sharp or extra sharp. It's such a difference in the taste. So definitely go for that sharp or extra sharp cheese. And then again, when you're using salt, I always recommend to use sea salt or to use Himalayan salt. You want to stay away from salt that has iodine in it, because iodine can actually tie up some things that affect your thyroid, and we really don't need iodine in our salt. So the sea salt and the Himalayan salt have really good minerals and help the electrolytes and stuff in our body. So I definitely go for that. And then we're going to put a drop of rosemary, thyme, and marjoram. So we'll start with 1 drop.
Yes.
Let it, you know, simmer around, and then you can see if you want to add more. The nice thing about the adding essential oils is versus herbs is you can put the oils in, you can stir it for a little while, and you're going to taste it right away. And a lot of times with herbs, it has to cook for a while.
Set for a while.
Yeah, for the flavors to really come out. So if you are wanting that, what is it going to taste like now? then essential oils are fun, to do that with cooking. And rosemary, and be careful with the thyme. Thyme can be kind of strong. So I may not do a whole drop of thyme. I may just do a toothpick or something. But marjoram, rosemary, basil, I've used those, and they're fine to use a drop at a time. So, and then you're going to add, once you have everything in there and all the vegetables are cooking and stuff for at least 20 minutes, you add the cheese at the very end to really thicken things, up, and then you can taste it. So this is another one that's great to have, to make it ahead of time and to be able to have to heat it up as we go. Oh, those look much better. Yeah. Yay. Yay. Yeah. Okay. So while those are cooking, because after the class, we're eating them. After the show. And so this is another favorite of mine this time of year is a pumpkin smoothie with Onguard. I even like to add Cassia to this also. So again, you can use your milk of choice. The pumpkin puree, I just use the organic canned pumpkin, which is very readily available this time of year. And so I use a half a can of pumpkin. And then whatever yogurt, I use goat yogurt, but whatever type of yogurt you want to use. And then the nice thing about the bananas is it adds the sweetness. So I actually made one without bananas and it wasn't as sweet. Yeah. So yeah. So you can either buy frozen bananas and have that, or just stick some bananas in the freezer. So you have that. And then vanilla extracts, easy. Pumpkin pie seasoning. Sometimes you can only get pumpkin pie seasoning this time of the year. I love Trader Joe's pumpkin pie spice. I actually buy a couple bottles, so then I have it all year round.
Yes.
Yeah, because I like to put it in my coffee.
Me too.
Grinds when I make coffee in the morning. It just makes it super yummy. And then 2 to 3 drops of Onguard Protective Blend essential oil. And then I a lot of times will add sometimes ginger or even some cassia to give it some extra flavor and some ice, and put it in a blender and just whip it up. I also like to add spinach. So it still comes out still pretty orange if you add some spinach. So if you're needing some or feeling that
need for greens.
Yeah, definitely go for that. Okay, these are looking good. So we're going to take these up. So let's do our little plate. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, and we'll make some more because once we get done with class or show. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? I want to go over the specials for the month. So if you are watching the recording of this in October and you have a Doterra account, you can get up to 4 products for free with a 200 PV order. So this is a digest month. And it's, when I think of all the digestive support that Doterra has, it's also about digesting life. And right now there's a lot of things going on in life that are hard to digest. And so how that is affecting us is our gut is either getting stuck or it's just getting inflamed. It doesn't know what to do, because when we have a hard time digesting things in life, our gut gets upset. And when our gut is upset, then our mind gets thrown off because we have the mind-brain connection. So if you find yourself having a hard time or brain fog or anything, it could be because of this. So there's 4 great products. So the Digestin soft gels are great because they're essential oils in a soft gel that you can just swallow, and again, really help reduce any inflammation in your gut. Peppermint, I just love peppermint.
I know. It's great anytime.
It's great anytime. So it's great for cooling down. It's great for respiratory. Really helps your gut. If you're having hot flashes, it's something that you can put on the back of your neck. And it can be very cooling and relaxing too. I have some friends who just do a drop of peppermint on the back of their neck, and breathe it in, and that's what actually puts them to sleep at night. Other people, peppermint will wake them up. So, but it is really good for the gut. I love taking the peppermint soft gels, which, you know, go right into our small intestine and large intestine and really help, you know, down there. And then the other one, the other two are tamer and calmer. And so the names pretty much say it, but tamer is it's a belly tamer. So any digestive upset, you can just roll it on. It has 4 different essential oils and fractionated coconut oil. So really easy to just roll on your tummy and breathe it in. It's got spearmint and some other yummy oils in it, and just really help get rid of whether it's acid reflux or gas, or you just ate too much. Your tummy's like, why did you do that? And then the other one is calmer. So again, just helping us digest what is going on in the world. The calmer is really good at bringing us down, helping us get to sleep at night, and just being able to take in what's happening and hopefully talk about it, you know, talk about what you're feeling with all of the current, you know, situations. Try not to get angry, because that's not going to help your body. It's better just to have a conversation and realize that it's a time where there's not necessarily a lot of agreement between people. And even if you have people in your family you don't agree with, it's best to agree to disagree than to be mad or think you're going to change their mind. Yes. And then Rose Touch. I don't think Rose Touch has ever been on sale.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So it is. Rose Touch is it's a wonderful, well, rose in general is a wonderful oil, and our rose comes from roses from Bulgaria. So it's a very distinct, very high quality rose as far as therapeutic properties. And then just the smell alone is so wonderful. So, so the Rose Touch is 10% or 15% off. Almost. While supplies last. So if it does sell out, then it'll sell out. So, but if you're placing your order this month, again, if you get up to that 200 PV, which stands for product value, then you get those 4 products for free, and you can throw a Rose Touch in there if you want. Okay. And these are 2 more classes coming up next Tuesday. Ready for anything this fall.
Yes.
So we're really going to be going through some oils that can help with boosting our immune system, digesting life, like we talked about, and definitely, you know, reducing the effects of stress. So how can we do that and really support our bodies? And then reclaiming your hijacked hormones. So yes, I love talking about hormones, and the essential oils are super in supporting us with all of our hormones. But we're definitely going to talk about different foods and skincare products that can be hijacking your hormones, and some essential oils that can support them. So join us for that. And if you got invited to the show by someone else, be sure that you get back to them and let them know what you thought. And if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely would love to hear your comments down below. So anything else?
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. And until our next Happy Chef with essential oils, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.